10 years from now, will say, indeed, our existence in our community that we live in helped them to go a notch up. So today, after having described a little bit about who we are, we will be hearing about the opportunity that we as a business are delivering to our community in Africa. By the way, I always quip that this company is not called Africom by chance. It's called Africom because the project is a continental project. It's a continental project to help businesses on the continent to transact better. I have got a lot of material around this subject. There's a gentleman called Hernando de Soto. He's a Peruvian, very famous economist. He wrote a book called The Mystery of Capital. Why third world and ex-communist countries struggle to compete in this capitalist economy. That's what he was talking about. And one of the things that he emphasizes in that is that it's so difficult to start a business or an enterprise. And I'm talking here because this subject is pertinent in this forum. I thought there are a lot of business people here that probably had the same experience as I probably had in the beginning of Africom, and other colleagues who might have had similar challenges here. One of the things that Hernando mentions is that for success to procure in this capitalist economy, you must make it easy for businesses to start. Businesses must make it easy for businesses to start. Other institutions or other countries have different forms of companies. In South Africa, you've got CCs. You've come across a company, no, not a PTY Limited, a CC. Huh? Close corporation. It's an easy company to start with a different regime as opposed to a PTY. That is an attempt to make businesses jump into the formal space much easier, as opposed to the informal side, going into the formal side, so you get a lot more business that formalize. While we talked about, Jonah, we talked about a lot of people that wake up in the morning who are not formally employed in a business or employed to do, or in a corporate, whatever. And we say those people are existing, they are doing something. How difficult is those people to formalize their employment? And he, in this book, tries to talk about the fact that once you make it a lot easier for guys to formalize or to comply, then you get more businesses running. Now, I'll tell you now, in 1995 when we started, it was so difficult to open a bank account. It was so difficult to get a telephone line because PTC existed then as the monopoly. And to get one, you needed to have some sort of trading history in an address. Unlike now, where you can just go to the street and buy a SIM line and move on. It was so difficult to open a bank account because you needed to demonstrate a few things. It was so difficult to open, even to start the company, because there are 27 steps on average in third world countries or ex-communist countries that is spoke about, that you need to take for you to become formal. Now, I'm talking about the telephone line here, let alone internet access, let alone even other facilities around the business. I mean, I'm not even talking about, I know we've got Zimra here, I'm not even talking about getting a VAT number. How difficult is it to get it? So starting a business is so difficult. It's so difficult. In fact, there was a lady who was coming back from Holland last year, coming to settle back in Zimbabwe, Zimbabwean girl. She'd been out there 15 years. And she rang me and says, look, I need to start my business in Zimbabwe, but I need for you to start applying for a telephone line for me because I know it's so difficult to get. No, I said, it's not so difficult anymore. You don't need to do that anymore. But you see the difficulties of starting a business. We believe that our role in participating in this economy in ICTs must assist businesses to start and jump onto the ICT space very quickly. And the product we're going to be talking about today speaks to that. Speaks to the fact that once you decide to start a business, don't worry about ICTs as one of the things that must concern you in terms of how you can become legit in the ICT space. And we believe that that is what we're doing, and that is one of the little components that we have as Africom in pursuing our vision, mission, and values. Remember, I spoke about the fact that why we exist as a business and what we enjoy getting up to do every day is to enable African communities to participate in the ICT space profitably. And whatever we do is to create products that make it easy. Some of them which bust current rules in telecommunications.